Fishing for grass carp in autumn. Best methods to catch them. Intro. Hey there, anglers! Fishing pole and fish, welcome back to the channel. As we head into autumn, it's time to adjust our fishing strategies to target some of the most exciting fish to catch: grass carp. Fallen leaf. Now, early autumn can be tricky because of the heat, but mid to late autumn is actually prime time for catching grass carp. Today, I'm going to walk you through the best methods to catch them during the autumn season, and trust me, these tips will help you land a big one. 1. Mobile fishing for grass carp, early autumn. Let's kick things off with mobile fishing. This method is different from what you'd do for crucian carp, where you pre-bait spots. For grass carp, you need to find the fish first, then fish. Early autumn is the perfect time for this because it's still pretty hot, and grass carp are more active during the warmer parts of the day, like midday. Why does this work? Grass carp love vegetation. They thrive on aquatic plants, and early autumn is when they're fattening up before the colder weather hits. You'll often find them feeding on reeds, lotus plants, or near trees with canopies that drop fruits and insects into the water. Even after a shower, when the water cools slightly, grass carp become active near the surface. Here's what you do. Look for areas where you see grass carp feeding, especially in the shaded areas. Once you spot them, cast far using a bobber and a single hook for surface fishing. For bait, use what they're already eating, no need for fancy stuff. Simple is often the best. 2. Static fishing for grass carp, mid to late autumn. As autumn progresses, the water starts to cool down, and that's when static fishing comes into play. The plants stop growing, and grass carp start looking for food in different ways. Why is this method great? The cooling temperatures make it easier to target grass carp, since they're more likely to gather in certain areas where their food sources are vanishing. During this time, you can try pre-baiting spots to bring the fish in. If there are reeds, bait near them, or fish in fish paths if you're fishing in open water. When it comes to bait, fresh cow dung is one of the most effective baits for grass carp. But here's a pro tip: modern cows fed grain don't produce dung that works as well, so look for dung from cows that eat silage, fermented green fodder. Other baits like corn kernels or rotten apples can work too, but cow dung tends to outperform them. As the weather cools further in late autumn, grass carp will start to crave more protein, so white grubs, grasshoppers, or even large green caterpillars work wonders as bait. Don't forget, when it gets colder, you'll want to fish the bottom instead of mid-water. You can also try dough bait to match what they're naturally eating. Bonus tip: wild versus stocked grass carp. Just a quick note, wild grass carp are pretty rare, more so than wild black carp. Most of the fishing you'll do for them will likely be in stocked ponds or pay-to-fish locations, where the numbers are higher. If you're targeting wild grass carp, be prepared for a challenge. Conclusion. To sum up, if you're fishing for grass carp this autumn, early autumn, go for mobile fishing. Find the grass carp first, then cast near them with simple baits. Mid to late autumn, switch to static fishing. Pre-bait your spots and use cow dung, or switch to protein-rich baits like grubs or caterpillars. When the temperature drops, fish the bottom with dough bait and stick to protein-based baits for the best results. About the author. I'm a fishing enthusiast and blogger who loves to share tips and tricks with fellow anglers. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, save, and follow for more fishing advice. Stay tuned for the next fishing update. Tight lines, everyone. Fishing pole and fish.